My theory is that we have effectively tapped out the number of people in the world who will go through an onboarding process to put money on chain in order to make a profit. Right now, the people who come on chain are coming on because they want to use some asset for financial purposes. They're not coming on for pure utility purposes, right? They're coming on like, I want, I want to go make an investment that's going to make me money, right? Like and I think that's a minority of the human population. To you, to me, this seems like a natural thing. Like, of course I want to do things that make money. To our listeners today, like, it seems like a natural thing. Like, you think everyone thinks like that, but everyone doesn't think like that. I think we are a small, small minority of the global population. So what do we do to get new people on? And I think what we need to do is we need to give people funded wallets. They need to earn their wallets, their funded wallets with some asset, not buy a funded wallet. And there's two ways that I can see that happening right now. Number one is you see something like Web3 gaming really take off. And people can earn these assets by, participating. Or two is DePIN, where people can earn assets by helping build a wireless telecom network or a decentralized virtual power plant or a mapping network or, any number of these things, decentralized, AI inference cluster. And you can earn tokens that way. And then you end up using DeFi or you use those assets for payments because it's the fastest, cheapest, most convenient thing to do, not because you wanted to go through some onboarding process to, go and like speculate effectively. And like the one data point that I would bring up in order to back this up, Jupyter is one of the big protocols on Solana, big DeFi protocols. When they launched their token earlier this year, the Helium community did an analysis that showed that actually 10% of Jupyter's users had come from Helium and were just using Jupyter because it was the easiest, fastest thing for them to do. And that was 10% of the users of the DeFi, of the biggest DeFi thing on Solana, came from this one DePIN app. And so that's why I think that's the nut to crack to get more users.
I totally agree. But the other hard part of this equation is to create a token economy where it's not all outflows. Because you earn on one side and you transfer value on the other side, you've got a very leaky capital flight problem. And I've seen very few people solve that without the money recirculated. Then people need to figure out the token economics better. I don't think anybody's got it dead right yet.
I think the mechanisms are actually well understood. The problem is building something that has end user demand and has the type of revenue. Because, like burn mint equilibrium, whether that's how it's implemented on Ethereum or how it's implemented on Helium or, any of these networks, like it's fairly simple to model out. You have a token burn for using the product. You have a token emitted for helping provide the product. And then you find the equilibrium, right? It's not a super complex model. The problem is that there's very few things that have the demand side there to burn enough tokens to provide an equilibrium. And so, if your demand is here and your supply is here, like that's really not going to work very well. And that's the state that we're in.
We hope you enjoyed the video. At Real Vision, we help you understand the complex world of finance, business, and the global economy with in-depth analysis from real experts. Join the revolution at realvision.com.